Hello everyone, Freaking Sun here, and welcome back to another Kagurabachi manga chapter reaction video. We are here with chapter 113, Rock. Last chapter was a bonus chapter, but the last main chapter was the end of part 1 of Kagurabachi, so considering we're in chapter 113 now, looks like we are into part 2. So, very excited, and not much else to say. Yeah, let us get into it. If you're watching this on YouTube, please consider hitting the subscribe button. And if you want to keep up to date with my videos, consider hitting the nerdy bell. And if you want to watch stuff like this and many other things uncut and unedited, please consider checking out my Patreon. Link down in the description below. Just $5 a month. Now, let us get into it. February 18. A large island suddenly appears in the coastal waters near southeast Japan. Between it and Honshu, it is an island called Irishima, which is part of Chiba Prefecture. Ugh. Oh, fuck. Sorry. During a record breaking earthquake 34 hours prior, a vein of unidentified mineral ore was exposed on Irishima's surface. They are highly reactive to spirit The ore is highly reactive to spirit energy and produces astronomical power bursts when the two come in contact. 2 years later, Tokyo. Is that it? Yes, the Dutton Seke. I see the chapter. Rock. Isn't it rather small? It's plenty powerful enough to obliterate an entire city if you can wield it properly, of course. Even the government has yet to figure out how to do that. That's the nature of this ore. Sorcerer of your caliber, and you ended up like that? Yeah, I should have charged you another 20 million or 200 million or so. Did you have a run-in with government ops? No. Then who? There's nobody else there, right? Irishima is an uninhabited island. You're wrong. There were people there. You know the government's been having trouble extracting the ore, even though it's supposedly uninhabited. And now I know why. They appeared to be human, but not like ordinary sorcerers. They were assassins sent by Shikoku. Shikoku? You mean from that so-called large island that suddenly surfaced in the ocean near Hiroshima? Inhabitants from there? But the government said it was a cluster of mutated seaweed. Excuse me. That was a very uh, a very early assessment. The government has released no actual information since then. That's because they don't know anything. This is as far as we can go. Is something wrong? No. The boat just won't go any closer. It's physically impossible. It's surrounded by a powerful force field. Nobody can approach it beyond a certain distance. Since its appearance 2 years ago, nobody knows what lies beyond that point. However, some of the mariners sent to investigate have reported sightings of what look like humans. They're the assassins I crossed paths with. Ugh. Humans on the island that surfaced in the ocean? True. They surface from specifically the ocean, then the Shikokus would have to be able to breathe underwater. Then why are we calling it a country? Uh why we name why name it Shikoku? Well, it's only a theory, but the force field is large enough to cover a couple of cities. So strong nobody's been able to breach it for 2 years. It's not humanly possible. Either they simply have powers beyond our reckoning, or it has to do with the astronomical energy of this ore. Perhaps they have the Dutton Seki also, an advanced civilization that knows how to use it. That's my theory. You've lost me. So you're saying it's populated? Possibly. But if that's true, what cause do they have to send assassins? They probably don't want Japan getting its hands on the powerful ore. But why hide then? They're probably preparing. Why not just make a big splash and okay. They emerged from the depths of the ocean, alright? So they have to get used to the sunlight. They need to train for land battle. They're probably doing military exercises over there as we speak. Exercises, yes. Preparing for war. You're done talking? Hey, Sheba, who are you? Hey, security, don't move. Sorry, I moved. Everyone just got fucked up. You're awfully quiet. You must be Toga Shiba. If you are, I know I can't beat you, bastard. The Soga clan's guardian. You call yourself a sorcerer. You're the government's dog. Soga clans. So, Soga and by proxy, Chihiro's mum are very important. Interesting. Yeah, the late Mashi. Oh, hey, Mr. Shiba, what are you doing? Stepping on this guy's neck and burning him. You shouldn't kick and burn him too much. We don't want him dead. We got questions for him. This guy was on the right track. He was already anticipating war with Shokaku. Well, pretty sharp. Dude, he needs to not interfere. Yeah, seriously. It's been 2 years since the appearance of Shokaku. There have been repeated skirmishes over the vein of ore on Irishima. They stick to diversionary tactics rather than head-on battles. They seem satisfied to prevent us from mining the ore. For now, that is, war. Our job is to prevent that worst-case scenario. Shikaku and the Datenseki appeared almost simultaneously. There's clearly a deep connection between the two. First of all, we need to understand this ore. Shiva, mission status complete. What about the other thing? Oh, that didn't go through. What? I said it over and over. The guy's too young. Besides, we're talking about a low-life weapons dealer who barely answers his calls. He's 1 year older than me. That's a bit harsh. We can't entrust the nation's most critical resource to a guy like that. This is highly sensitive information. We've hired other trusted veteran swordsmiths and as consultants. I'm telling you, nobody can touch this guy's skill level. As lab team of scientists are conducting ongoing research. It's been 2 years and we've gone basically nowhere. Sorry, but that's just how it is. That's how challenging this material is. Understood. I need to make a quick stop, and then I'll head back. Copy that. Wait a sec. Where exactly? A quick stop. Dude, your expression is so evil. I'm taking this to show him. Arc, acetate war. Yeah. So we get in the flashback, the creation of the enchanted blades. History on Chihiro's mom and dad and his uncle. It's gonna be very interesting. And I very much can't wait. Anyway, that was chapter 113 of Kagurabachi, and I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good day, night, evening, whatever, and peace.